You have a young man out of Arlington, Texas, that he was just at his apartment. He was going to go inside, and he ended up looking up, and the police shows up, guns drawn on his young brother. This young brother didn't know what was going on. Let's go ahead and roll that.
So I kept moving. I kept going down.
It's the scary moments with Arlington police. This teenage boy named Rakeem says he's lucky to have survived on Monday.
I was very terrified. I was so terrified I couldn't move my body.
Rakeem says he just come home and was preparing to head out for a swim when a couple of officers stopped him in the complex with guns drawn.
They told me to put some weapon down. I didn't know what they were talking about at first.
Police say they were dispatched to the complex after a neighbor called 911. The neighbor told the dispatcher he'd been looking through his door's peephole and had seen a male at his door wearing a hoodie and holding a firearm that was partially covered by a towel. The unarmed teen, still confused and paralyzed with fear, says the situation with police only escalated as more officers began showing up and shouting orders.
He gets his rifle and he's punching it directly at me. I get more scared. And then my body starts to shake. I can't move. My body feels stiff. And in my mind, I was like, what should I do?
The teen says he thought he was going to be killed right outside his home.
I'm conflicted, but also I'm more pissed off than anything.
Dr. Raylius Johnson is Rakeem's older brother and guardian. He rushed to the complex after getting a call advising neighbors to shelter in place.
It was at least 30 cars, 4 snipers, 2 over here, 2 right there.
Johnson says he didn't know Rakeem was the guy police were surrounding at first until he was able to call the frightened teen.
I burst into tears saying, come save me, they're about to shoot me.
Johnson says at first officers ignored him when he told them they had the wrong guy.
Right now I'm just happy that he's here, but I'm still really upset about the whole situation.
An upsetting situation that's not only traumatized this family.
The only thing they said to me was, sorry for the misunderstanding, we apologize. That wasn't enough for me. They had me at gunpoint.
But unfortunately changed one teen's view of police.
So that young brother had his life flash before his eyes with all them people showing up at the door like that, drawing a gun. Like they couldn't just say, hey, young man, you got a gun, or young man, just come down here. We just want to talk to you, whatever. But, when it comes to black children, like I say, 30 cars show up, snipers showing up for somebody that say they got a gun. Now, they really need to start suing these police departments because of this stuff, drawing guns on people behind having a gun. Because last time I checked, we have a Second Amendment. Last time I checked, guns, basically could be in Texas with no permit. You don't have to have a permit at all. And you can walk around with a gun in Texas. But how is it that these laws that's on the books, but yet the police can just show up drawing guns on people? Now, the young man didn't have anything. And this person that say this person was in a hoodie or whatever, why automatically you just assume it's this young black man or young black child? I'm sorry. Why you just assume that? We've seen so many stories where they just start shooting first and asking questions later when it comes to these children. And any black child, they don't trust the police like that. I mean, we've seen too many stories to the police. We've seen how they beat people, how they kill people, especially black people, and nothing happens to them. It is rare. I mean, like Breonna Taylor's, police that killed her, they recently got arrested on the federal level, which is very, very, very rare for them to get arrested for anything. But just drawing guns on people, no, they need lawsuits for that. It need to be a lawsuit. Sorry, just don't cut it. No, it don't at all. Just because somebody say they had a gun. Like, did they go inside the house? I mean, I understand why you would call the police, but shoot, come on now. You should at least step outside and say, no, that wasn't a guy. At least do that much. But I'm glad the young man, did nothing happen to him. Like I said, I'm so glad about that. But that's extremely traumatizing. It really is. Well, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this situation with this, young boy, just going through something that he shouldn't even be dealing with.